Welcome to the RadioU Podcast. I'm Hudson.
And I'm Allie.
Coming up, the Browns may be so bad they're calling Jake Paul.
Also, Johnny Depp as a Scrooge might be the best thing ever.
All that and more on the way next. The Powerball jackpot is getting even bigger. 8772-RADIO-U or the talkback button in the RadioU app. I mean, I don't mean it's rising. It's like $600 million today. And it's crazy. Oh, I'm getting sidetracked. But they show you on the Powerball site, it'll be like the jackpot. So it's $600 million. But then they say the cash option.
Yeah.
And that's like 220 or something like that.
Way less.
But so then it's like, which would you take? Because 220 or whatever it is 200 something, is obviously way less. But then you just get it all at once.
You do get it all at once. The government will probably take a lot of it.
Yeah, but they take a lot the other way too. So it's just like, do you want 600 million over time? I mean, 200 million is enough. Anyways, that's besides the point. How is the jackpot getting bigger? Because for the first time ever, the Powerball is now available in the United Kingdom as well.
Wow.
We can play. We're playing the same. If you're playing the Powerball, you're playing the same lottery that the UK is playing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, because you see those articles all the time, and it's like the winning Powerballs, and it'll tell you who won in which states or whatever. And now it's going to be like a man in Brighton won.
Could be. That's going to feel really annoying.
It's going to feel wrong.
Yeah, it definitely is, which is why some people are claiming they're going to protest. They're protesting the Powerball. Yeah, they're boycotting the Powerball.
Honestly, probably a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, that's going to
save you some money.
Benefit. But unless they just take that money and play the Mega Millions instead.
Maybe they just switch.
But many Americans were not pleased with the announcement. People are saying stop playing Powerball altogether. This is ridiculous. Time to stop playing. We can't take the money out of this Powerball, but we can make darn sure there's zero American money in the next one.
Oh.
I know it's going to feel wrong if somebody from the UK wins $1 billion.
The whole thing, yeah.
But it doesn't affect your odds of winning because the Powerball doesn't work in a way of the more people play it. Because nobody has to win. Yeah. It's just about whether you get the right numbers. Right. So it affects, if the more people are playing, the more likely you would have to split it if you won. Yeah. If you won the major jackpot. But your odds of winning on any given ticket are exactly the same. Yeah, they're always the same because it's the same amount of numbers that have to be right. And there's only so many combinations. Right. And then the more people playing, the more the jackpot will go up. Yeah. So it's actually let's take it worldwide, It could be $1 billion every time, every single time. A man in Delhi has won. Yeah, that's right. It would always be India winning somehow. The odds just work out that way. Yeah, they stack in their favor. Yeah, but it's at the end of the day, if you're not intelligent enough, I suppose, or haven't done enough research to know that somebody else playing in the UK that expanding to another country doesn't change your odds, then you really just shouldn't be playing. Yeah, that's really how I view it as well. But I think for the most part, people shouldn't be playing because the odds are so bad. Right. But also, apparently, people in the UK were not happy about this because it sounds like the people that weren't happy were the people that run the UK lotteries. Yeah, that makes sense. Because they're nervous. They probably don't the Powerball. I think these are kind of unique. Yeah. So I don't know that they have big jackpot kind of things that are would be similar, nearly as big because there's also less people there. Right. So there'd be less people playing and the jackpot would not be nearly as big. Yeah. Yeah. And so I think they're shaking in their boots a little bit because they're oh no, this Powerball is going to take all of our money. Yeah. But ultimately at the end of the day, I think the biggest thing with gambling, the biggest struggle for people is that they don't understand how it works, the rules or the odds of what they're playing. They're just I could win money. I could win the massive amount of money. But, and it's a long shot. I mean, the longest of long shots to play the Powerball. But, there's still, you have to have I feel like if you're going to throw your money away, at least have an understanding of what's actually happening. You know? Yeah. Does this sound fair to you from Apple? 8772-RADIO-U or the talkback button in the RadioU app. Apple's testing out a new feature for iOS 27 that could remotely lock your iPhone if you are behind on your payment plan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Instead of repossessing your iPhone, if you fall behind on payments, they'll just brick it, basically.
Yeah.
Which definitely... I definitely have mixed feelings about it.
I have mixed feelings about this as well, because here's the thing. The phone isn't technically yours yet. You're still paying for it.
I mean, it's just like a car, which and many other items that you could purchase, which can be repossessed, potentially.
Right. Yeah. And so I feel like, Apple is within their rights to withhold the use of that device until you make your payments.
Yeah. But the difficulty of losing your phone is that it could make it darn near impossible for you to even possibly access the means to be able to pay your phone off.
You're going to have to go in person, walk in person, and make a payment at the Apple store? Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, but I mean, like, how would you even get into your bank?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do you even, I guess you'd have to you might have to go to, like, the library or something. Log in on a library computer.
Well, maybe you have a laptop.
Maybe you do. Maybe that's brick too. Because you're behind on that payment plan.
Hopefully you own something. Hopefully.
No, we're
hopefully you own a car and like a card, and you can just drive through the ATM or something.
It's all on Affirm, baby.
It's on Affirm.
Everything's on Affirm. Yeah.
What?
We're all on Klarna.
Klarna.
We can't afford these things.
That's true. A lot of people don't have they're not with a local bank anymore.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely true. I have SoFi now.
Yeah.
So literally, I mean, I'm serious. I could log in on a computer and I would find one at work. I mean, obviously, in my situation.
Yeah.
But
you could also go to an ATM.
There's definitely people that it would be a very difficult. It's just going to add difficulty to the already headache of the situation, but like your phone is so essential.
Yeah.
So
we've wrapped our lives around these babies.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
sure. So yeah, it stinks. But again, I don't necessarily blame Apple for shutting down your phone if it's not your phone. It's not yours.
Yeah.
You have not paid for it. So it's like repossessing without repossessing.
Yeah. So what do you think? Like a lot of people are going to. Like your iPhone gets bricked because you fell behind on payments and then you pawn off the iPhone to get some quick cash. I don't know. Anything with this always feels icky, but it's always like, I mean, at the end of the day, you have to do something if people say, I'm going to pay this. And so they're like, okay, you can have it if you pay it. And then they never pay it.
Maybe you should make maybe people should make some sacrifices and just get like a cheap Android.
Yeah. Hey, that's worked out well for me.
Exactly.
And that's mine.
I think exactly. If you can't
away.
afford the payments, buy a cheaper phone outright.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
You're not going to find me telling people to buy Apple phones.
No.
Radio U, where music is going, 8772 Radio U. It is Christmas Eve in July.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's the 25th.
Yeah, so we've got the Christmas in July channel still streaming for another week or so in the Radio U app and at RadioU.com. And we're not the only ones in the Christmas spirit.
Yes.
Because yesterday, the trailer dropped for a movie that's coming out for this Christmas. It actually releases Thanksgiving weekend, but it's called Ebenezer.
Ooh.
And it stars Johnny Depp.
Yes.
As Scrooge.
Yes.
He's pretty unrecognizable.
Right.
And he definitely still has the Johnny Depp eyes, but like other than that, he's so done up that it's like, oh, you don't even recognize that it's Johnny Depp, except that they really want you to know in the trailer that it is Johnny Depp.
Right, that's true, yeah. But think Colin Firth from like the Batman and Penguin,
right? Where
they've like completely done him up to make him look
Farrell.
like Colin Farrell. Yeah, they've completely done him up to look like a totally different person, other than the eyes, because Colin's eyes also come through, and you're like, yeah, that's Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
But yeah, Johnny Depp also similar in how they made him look with like prosthetics or whatever. But I have to say, this movie looks really fun.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to say something bad.
No, I think I'm super excited for this now. It wasn't really on my radar very much.
Yeah.
I knew that there was multiple a Christmas Carol movies coming out.
Yeah.
Because
well, there always is, it seems like.
Right. This story is one that we love, but Robert Eggers is working on one as well, and I think that hasn't been announced as far as when it's coming out. Mm-hmm. And so that'll be like a true, I think, horror adaptation of that story.
Yeah.
This has some elements of that, but for the most part, it looks more comedic to me, and I kind of like that.
Yeah, it has like the imagery of the spirits or whatever that they show very briefly.
Yeah.
They are on the like scarier side where like this wouldn't be for like younger children.
Right.
It's not like Mickey's Christmas Carol.
No.
But it's not like, but also most of the stuff they're playing up in the trailer is that it's funny.
It seems pretty funny.
Yeah. Although the director is Ty West. Have you heard of this person?
Yes.
Who did House of the Devil, Pearl, and The Sacrament, which are all like pretty horror-y.
Yeah, he did the whole X trilogy. He is kind of known for horror movies, and so I can see why some of those elements are included, but it seems like he's branching into a little bit more of a horror comedy with like light on the horror part.
Yeah, well, this will be Johnny Depp and then like a funnier but like grown-up take on Scrooge on the Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
That'll be an easy sell, where if they went full horror,
yes,
like this should probably do okay at the box office unless the movie just stinks.
Exactly. I think let Eggers take the horror part, like the full scary, and do kind of a middle ground here so that you can still get a younger audience. And I think that's what they're doing. And Johnny Depp already kind of has a funniness to him.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it just works with who he is.
Shrew texted in Ebenezer Sparrow. That's exactly what it is.
Yes, that's definitely what it feels
has like the kooky, like, is he like kind of, has he been drinking rum or something?
Yes.
Like, definitely that aspect to it. So, I'm interested in this. It's going to be fun to look forward to that.
Is it this Christmas?
It's coming out, Thanksgiving.
Oh,
it'll be out. So
fun.
It'll be in theaters for the whole Christmas season.
All right.
As we anxiously await the kickoff of college football season, in the meantime, all we can do is speculate and listen to coaches talk at Media Days. 8772 Radio U or the talkback button in the Radio U app. But we do get fun nuggets like this at SEC Media Days. Lane Kiffin, the new head coach of LSU, revealed an interesting tidbit that he has deleted all social media apps off of his phone.
Wow.
This was apparently a challenge from his son Knox, and it's now become something that he's embracing. I guess maybe once he deleted them and realized after a few days you can live without them, he realized it's actually, pretty nice to be off of social media. I
was going to say, he probably found a lot of peace in that because after he left Ole Miss, it was, I'm sure a lot of people had not nice things to say about him.
Yeah, but this is, for any person to delete social media in 2026 is kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
But for Lane Kiffin, he was
very active.
He was very active, to say the least. Very
active.
Definitely firing off tweets all the time. So this is big for him. I have two questions, and one, I want to open up the Radio U hotline.
8772 Radio U.
I want to know one app that you, even if you're like, I'm cleaning out my phone, this app is safe. And Radio U obviously is the obvious choice, so like skip over that.
Okay.
But like besides Radio U, what is one app? And I'm thinking like something to take into account. There are apps that, while the app on your phone may be convenient, you could still access the thing otherwise.
Yeah.
And so that would make that app deletable.
Yeah.
But what is something that's like, I need to have this on my phone?
To no surprise, I think everybody knows what mine's going to be.
What is it?
Strava.
That's the app you're gonna live without?
I can't live without it now. I'm too locked in.
Wow.
I need my data. I need to know how my runs are. I need to know my PRs and all of the splits and all of that stuff.
That's a wild pick to me.
My
that's
brain
absolutely insane
has
pick.
been reformed to running.
Okay, I'm going to think about mine. I do want to, while everybody else gets theirs into, the one app you could not delete off your phone besides Radio U's app, which you should definitely download if you haven't yet. The other question is, do you think this is going to be good or bad for LSU this coming season?
Ooh, I think it's good. I think it's good that he's not distracted by like tweeting out stuff,
You think? Because I feel like it could be a double-edged sword because all those negative comments and stuff
could be fuel.
Yeah, that's fuel. That's motivation.
Sure.
Some people need to feed off of the haters.
Well, the thing is about social media, and this is kind of where my brain went with the apps, is I had Facebook removed from my phone for the longest time because you can check all that stuff on your computer.
Yeah, you can.
YouTube,
without the notifications
all of them.
bothering you.
Yeah, YouTube, all of the social media stuff. I'm like, I can access that on my computer. I can access YouTube on my TV, which is most of the time that's the app I watch on my TV.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I feel like you really don't need those. So he could still get the tweets on the desktop.
Yeah, when he's feeling a little lackadaisical.
Adventurous.
Yeah, he's like, I need something to juice me up.
Let
for
me
the
go
game
look what
tonight.
they're saying about LSU and about me.
Yes. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I think I'm down on LSU this year.
Yeah.
And so this isn't going to change my mind.
Yeah.
But because I also want to keep in mind, Lane Kiffin, like even with the expanded playoff, he made it one time, and that was last year, and he left.
And he wasn't even there.
So, like, it's not like he's just an automatic.
No, he's
like,
not.
It's acted like he's an automatic 9 wins.
Yes.
And that's pretty good at LSU.
He's automatic that people will talk about him. That just seems like people talk about him.
They'll be in the mix.
Yeah.
But they usually fumble the bat. I mean, routinely fumble the bat.
At the very end.
That's what I expect will happen with LSU this year. But what's one app on your phone you could not delete besides RadioU? 8772-RadioU. RadioU, where music is going. 8772-RadioU, or the talkback button in the RadioU app. We're asking the question, what is one app on your phone that you know you could never delete? This is after Lane Kiffin, the new head coach of LSU, is claiming that he's deleted all social media off of his phone after his son challenged him to do that. And apparently he's stuck with it now. So what's one app even if somebody was like, delete everything off your phone except one app, which app would you keep?
Yeah.
We heard from AJ, who said the Bible app.
The YouVersion Bible app.
Well, that's a good choice.
That is a good choice.
But there are the good old-fashioned Bibles as well.
That's my go-to. I got to be honest, I don't have the Bible app.
You don't have the Bible app?
I don't have the Bible
app. Come on.
I much prefer to read the physical Bible.
Yeah.
And if ever I need to look it up, I go to Bible Gateway, which has all of the versions, similar to YouVersion. But for whatever reason, just never downloaded it because I don't like reading my Bible on my phone.
Yeah, I like it because it makes it so easy to bookmark stuff. I do like the little notification with the verse of the day. I'm like, okay, that's nice. Just reminds you to read.
Sure, that's good.
We also heard from Susanna, who said Spotify. This is a great choice.
Yeah, that is a really good choice.
I need it for teaching, and I need it for enjoyment.
Yeah, that's definitely up there for me as well, because I use that all the time in the car.
Yeah.
all the time.
It would be a struggle without Spotify.
Yep.
Obviously, we got the RadioU app for your music, but Spotify is so essential too.
Yeah, well, and Spotify has a lot of audiobooks and podcasts.
Yeah.
So it's not just music that I listen to on there.
That brings me to my answer, which is my podcast app.
Oh, do you have a specific podcasting app? Okay.
Yeah, I have Podcast Addict is the one that I use, which is an apt name because I listen to
you are an addict.
Yes, I am. And so it's got, I don't ever use Spotify for podcasts. It's rare because it doesn't have as many features built in as this app does. And I don't know if it's still the same because I just started with this before Spotify even had podcasts.
Yeah.
And I've never switched over because it's already all there. Why would I switch to something else?
Sure.
So that's my answer 100%.
I like the all-in-one, so I like to have all of them in the Spotify thing.
See, here's the problem. Sometimes I want to listen to a podcast and music at the same
time.
And Spotify definitely wouldn't let me do that.
I never thought about that.
Yeah. William says the one app besides RadioU is the Sync app. It's an app that controls all my smart home devices, especially lighting.
Ooh.
It's nice. And if I had a number 2, it would be Map My Ride, which I use when I go biking.
Oh, okay. So
Good
similar
choice.
to Strava.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I used to have the Map My Run app when I used to run.
You used to run?
Yeah, I did. I used to run.
I didn't know this.
Or I would do go to the dam and go up and down the stairs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that.
That's kind of what Strava is. It's just an all-in-one again.
Yeah.
Again, I like the all-in-one apps. I think that's what we're finding out here.
Yeah. You gotta efficiency.
Yes, that's what I'm about. Because if I don't use apps, I delete them.
Yeah.
They get the boot.
Though there's some apps like Twitter, for example, I don't even have that app because it's I could just open up Chrome.
Yes.
And use Twitter, and then I don't have to have the the notification.
Which again is what Lane Kiffin most
Probably
certainly should be doing.
That's right.
Just delete it from your phone, but check it on your computer.
The French fry discourse is wild this week.
We've had so much French fry discussion recently.
It's so wild. It's just all over the place. 8772 Radio U, or the talkback button in the Radio U app. Because earlier this week, there was a story. There was the clip blowing up of Will Arnett on the Off Menu podcast claiming that restaurants that serve shoestring fries are lying to themselves that customers like them. He says they're the worst fries.
Which is such a bad take.
It's a horrible take.
Yeah.
Because McDonald's serves shoestring fries.
And they're like one of the most popular things in the world.
Yeah, but then get this. USA Today has put out their annual ranking of the best fast food fries.
Okay, so fast food branded fries.
Yes, and this is a combo of reader votes and like they have a panel as well of what they call French fry fanatics.
Okay, I want to know the ratio of how, like, the weight of how much
I'm concerned about their how exactly what you said, the weighting of the votes that they're getting, because you do have to equalize a little bit because some of these are like some chains are more regional.
Yes.
And so like McDonald's is going to get extra votes just based off of it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
But does that actually mean it's the best? But Allie, have you seen this list?
I have not.
Okay. Guess what the USA Today ranking put as the number one French fry?
Number one French fry in America.
Yeah.
I'll go with the Chick-fil-A waffle fry.
No. Chick-fil-A came in at number 8.
8?
Yeah.
That's really low.
I think that's fine, but 8.
But having 7 ahead of it?
I think I could find 7, but...
Oh my gosh.
But not these 7, because number 1 in the ranking, and this is for the second year in a row, is Del Taco.
Del Taco?
Del Taco.
They have French fries?
They have French fries. They have everything, yeah. But Del Taco...
I've never eaten at a Del Taco. I don't really have any near me.
There are. You just don't know about them. Because why would you go there?
That's probably the case.
It says, known for its Mexican-inspired menu, Del Taco racks up plenty of fans with its crinkle cut fries. Crinkle cut fries?
Boo!
There's no way a crinkle cut fry
That
is
cannot
the
be
best.
number 1 in America. What? Who put this list together?
Yeah. I've been to Del Taco one time, and I was severely disappointed.
Disappointed?
It wasn't like gross, but it's just like nothing about it was noteworthy.
Yeah.
Definitely like the taco stuff, I feel, wasn't as good as Taco Bell, and it was more expensive.
That's yikes.
If I remember... so it says the shape of their fry holds its salt and crispiness, which really helps if you order them covered in chili queso or carne asada. Yeah, but if you order them covered in stuff,
that's not just a traditional French fry then.
You're liking the stuff that it's covered in.
They have to hold their own ground, which is why I wouldn't put the waffle fry as number 1. But I was thinking because you said this was an unexpected number 1, that maybe it would be the waffle fry because Chick-fil-A is beloved across America.
Right.
I could see people voting that at number 1. I personally wouldn't put it number 1 because I don't eat the fries by themselves. I need to have ketchup or I need to have the preferably the Chick-fil-A sauce. But for me, the number 1 fry is always going to be McDonald's because it's the fry that can stand on its own 2 feet.
McDonald's was number 4 on the list.
Okay, higher than I was expecting. I was worried it was going to be low.
No, but the rest of the top 10. So number 2 is a restaurant I've never even heard of called Farmer Boys.
Never heard of that either.
That's only on the West Coast. And that is... like, I feel like what they're doing is like weighting it wrong to give too many points to these places that are less prevalent. Because number 3 is another place that in Canada is huge. We talked about this. A&W.
What? I thought this was supposed to be America.
It is, but I'm saying in Canada, this would make sense because it's a huge restaurant. But here, there's not a lot of A&W locations.
Okay, yeah, that is a restaurant that just, we don't see it anymore.
Yeah. I went to A&W at Niagara Falls when I went on the American side.
Oh, okay.
I was there. And A&W is a good restaurant. It's really good. I don't know why there aren't more locations.
I know. They've all seemingly shut down. I have not had A&W in years. We're talking like 15 years.
But their fries came in at number 3. Then we get to McDonald's. Shake Shack 5. Then Five Guys, Golden Chick, Chick-fil-A, Checkers Rallies, and In-N-Out at number 10.
Yeah, that list is that's not what mine would be.
It's a trash list.
No, not even close.
Trash list. The USA Today readers don't know what they're...
No, I think it's the panel that's the problem.
Yeah, or their scoring system.
Yeah.
Get your popcorn ready. It's time for our Friday tradition, the weekend watch list on Radio U, letting you know which movies are new that you could be watching in theaters and at home this weekend. Is there anything that can take down The Odyssey? No. Yep. Last week was quality over quantity. Basically, The Odyssey was the only release.
Yeah.
This week is completely the opposite.
Okay.
We've got a lot of movies to get to, so let's dive right in. Her Private Hell. A troubled young woman searches for her father as a mysterious mist engulfs a futuristic metropolis, unleashing a deadly and elusive entity. Her quest collides with an American GI who's on a harrowing odyssey to rescue his daughter from hell.
Okay.
45% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yikes.
It is now in theaters, Her Private Hell. Kyle Logan of the Chicago Reader says, certainly not an accessible crowd pleaser, but those already devoted to Nicholas Winding Refn, who's the director, and proponents of style is substance will find much more to adore here.
Yeah, watching the trailer looks very stylistic. It's seemingly about a serial killer, but I feel like the payoff is going to be bad.
Yeah.
Just from the trailer alone, I feel like the payoff is going to be bad.
I was reading some of the audience reviews, and like everybody who seems to go seems to hate it.
Oh, no.
Who has already seen this. That might be a skip. Instead, in theaters this weekend is also Pinocchio Unstrung.
Whoa.
A wooden doll named Pinocchio embarks, I don't know why I can't get these, embarks on a violent crusade to carve itself into a real boy, one piece at a time.
Is this a public domain movie?
I think so.
I had no idea Pinocchio had entered the public domain.
It seems to have a little more effort put into it, perhaps.
Okay.
And check this out. It has an 87% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Dang, not bad.
Matt Donato of IGN says, Pinocchio Unstrung balances gore and whimsy, delivering on everything the twisted childhood universe should be. No lie.
Wow. Wow.
Well done, Matt Donato. So Pinocchio Unstrung is in theaters. Also, one more in theaters, and that is Haunted Heist. When a reunion trip turns into a robbery, four friends discover the mansion's owners, ghosts from the 1950s, never left. Trapped by the spirits planning a demonic sacrifice, the friends must battle supernatural terror to survive the night.
Ugh, this sounds really not great.
This is a horror comedy.
Okay.
It stars Lil Rel Howery or he is the director, I should say, and Tiffany Haddish is in it. So, I don't know. I usually sign up for I like Lil Rel Howery when I see him in things.
Okay.
But I don't know if he's actually in this. It does not have reviews on Rotten Tomatoes yet.
Okay.
But clearly in theaters this weekend is definitely we know The Odyssey is still going to be number one. Throw a stupid horror movie out there and see if it picks up some traction.
Exactly. People don't want to compete with such a big movie.
Yeah. So The Odyssey definitely going to be number one yet again. But if you want to stay in, there's a couple new options for you that are interesting.
Okay.
In fact, one that might be right up your alley.
What?
The Dink. Desperate to save a struggling country club and earn his father's respect, a washed-up tennis pro is compelled to break a sacred vow and do the unthinkable. Play pickleball.
Oh, The Dink.
Yes. This is on Apple TV Plus.
Okay.
Starring Jake Johnson. It has an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's not terrible.
Our favorite critic, William Bibiani of The Wrap.
Yes, William.
Says, a tennis pro who plays pickleball, a trendy but less respected sport, isn't amusing by itself. It's an investment in future comedy that's supposed to pay off at some point, and that future never comes.
No.
So he didn't like it. And I trust William Bibiani of The Wrap.
I do too.
He is one of the best.
He's the best in the game.
Finally, Avatar Aang, The Last Airbender. Avatar Aang, the world's last airbender, embarks on an epic quest to find an ancient power that could save his culture from extinction.
There's a new Avatar?
There's a new Avatar. This is on Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Not Netflix, where most of the other Avatar stuff streams, I think.
Are they still doing a show? Avatar still?
I think, I don't know when the last season came out, but
I don't either.
Netflix cancels things all the time.
They do.
I don't know, but this is different. This is separate.
Okay.
This is live action, I believe. No, it's animated. I'm sorry. So maybe that's why it's separate from the Netflix stuff. But anyways, it has a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I was going to say animated makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah. And Alex Zalbin of IGN says, while the plot might be a little thin, the action scenes and settings are thrilling and deserve to be seen on the big screen instead of streaming after a scuttled theatrical release. An unfortunate leak changed plans that would have made this more of an event for fans.
So it went to streaming, but it should have gone to theaters.
Exactly. Reading through the reviews, this is it has a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes, but most of the reviews are like 7 or 8 out of 10.
Okay, so it's not like amazing.
Yeah, it's not like blow you away, but I mean, definitely if you're an Avatar fan,
you will like it.
That definitely feels like something you could have some fun with.
Okay.
So, a big batch of options for you.
Yes.
But which will you choose? I know you're going to see the Odyssey.
I have tickets to see the Odyssey.
Oh, good choice. 8772 Radio U. Let us know what you see. That's your weekend watch list. We'll see you at the movie. Could Jake Paul make it in the NFL?
What?
8772 Radio U or the talkback button in the Radio U app. He claims that multiple teams are interested in his services as a potential NFL player.
Interesting. So this is an update on him. Didn't he say he wanted to be like a wide receiver or something? A slot receiver?
I think it was slot receiver,
yeah.
But I definitely remember it was a few weeks ago. He had this plan that he wants to go to Stanford and walk onto the football team before then going to the NFL.
And playing for the Cleveland
Browns, yes. But maybe he's going to skip the college step now because he says multiple teams are interested. He also said, quote, there's a lot of super mediocrity in the NFL. And he claims that he's stronger, faster, has better hands, and a better work ethic than many current players.
Does he? Okay. So he's just like taking the boxing stuff and moving it to football now, where he's like calling out. He's not calling out anyone specifically, but he's just, this is the classic boxing thing to be like, you're terrible, you stink, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And now he's doing that with football.
I hope he gets to go to the NFL.
I hope he gets absolutely slaughtered, just slaughtered by like Myles Garrett or something.
I would love to see him sign up for a team's training camp this year. Who's the Hard Knocks team?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it the Seahawks?
I don't know.
It's the Seahawks, isn't it?
Okay.
Put him on Hard Knocks. Let him try to make it on the Seahawks. That would be must-watch TV.
It
Hard
would be.
Knocks with Jake Paul at training camp.
A lot of people be tuning in.
And he's not going to make the team.
He's not going to make the team.
There's no chance.
He's not making it.
He's in like his 30s. He hasn't played football since he was in high school.
Yeah.
He's not going to make it.
It'd be a joke if whatever team gave him a chance to actually play in an actual NFL game, they would be the laughing stock of the NFL.
Yeah.
It's not happening, Jake.
I want to see it happen. I want to see it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I would love to see Myles Garrett crush Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it.
But that's what we always wanted to see in boxing, and we only got to see it that one time when he actually had a real fight.
I was going to say that, and most of the time that was like, it was rigged in his favor. He can't rig the NFL in his favor.
No, I can imagine the, whatever it's called now, the UFL, the XFL or whatever, like to get some eyeballs, they let Jake Paul
He goes and plays in the CFL.
Yeah, the CFL has been around 100 years. They're not going to, they might take him for the spectacle, but they wouldn't. The players, that's real careers.
Yeah, sure.
On the line. The UFL, these guys are still trying to make it. But there's much less money on the line so that they could get, let Jake Paul score a touchdown.
Yeah, he's going to go play for the Columbus Aviators.
Yes, exactly. But I want to see this. But I also, it's so... And listen, it's not even an anti-him as an athlete thing, because just pick any NFL player. Could they go and play for the Team USA at the World Cup or even the MLS? No, most of them not. There's probably a few here and there that are amazing athletes and have a background in soccer. But just because you're a great athlete in the one sport you've devoted your life to doesn't mean, or you're athletic generally, doesn't mean you could just hop into any professional league.
These are people that have dedicated their life to that sport, that have earned their way there. And so to me, it'd be a slap in the face if Jake Paul takes one of those spots.
And there's so much, and the fact that he would say he has a better work ethic than many of the current players.
That's crazy.
You do not make it to the NFL without having there, because there's a lot of talented players.
Yes.
One of the biggest busts of all time is Jamarcus Russell. He could throw the ball like 80 yards.
Yeah.
But he had no work ethic.
Yep.
And didn't stay in shape and stuff, and he flunked out of the NFL.
It just doesn't work.
You do not make it in the NFL without having the best work ethic, and that's like one of the main tenets.
Yes.
Everybody in the league is talented, but if you don't have a work ethic, you're not going to.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jake Paul. You're not Bo Jackson. You're just not.
Yeah.
And so you just need to accept it, move on, and hopefully we will never talk about you again.
Yeah, this is crazy talk right now.
Thanks for listening to the RadioU Podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.